Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's BDF44 coming at you with another video. So, something popped up in my head that I had watched this morning that really stood out to me in watching the highlights and thinking back about the game that we saw tonight. Uh, so, ESPN had First Take come on over the last couple days in the afternoon with Stephen A. and Max, and they would have fill-ins come in for the regular hour First Take show in the mornings during this era. Just something special they're doing for the playoffs. And this morning they had a dude by the name of Freddie Coleman and of course Keyshawn Johnson, NFL wide receiver great, on there filling in for those guys. And they went into a segment talking about how um, who would be the most important players in tonight's game. One of the regular type of segments to start off the convo. And Coleman said that he thought Brook Lopez would be the most important person tonight because he had seen Lopez basically standing around, not really exerting himself throughout the series, and he felt like this guy was too talented too capable, especially in this series, to not step up and be the player that he believes Lopez could be. And that take stood out in my head so much because I was thinking to myself, like, Lopez doesn't have that type of role anymore. Lopez is the kind of guy that kind of doesn't have the type of mobility anymore. He's probably a guy who's going to have issues, as Stephen A. said, guarding the pick and roll and things like that. So, in my mind, I was like, bro, that's a wacky take. I know someone needs to step up for the Bucks, but I'm looking at maybe 5 other guys before I'm looking at Brook Lopez to provide scoring. Because even though I know how talented he is, I definitely don't see him as that type of player in this era. But I truly believe that Brook Lopez was watching TV this morning. I think he heard Freddie Coleman. I think he took the challenge, and I think he ran with it. I think Freddie Coleman pressed the right button with Brook Lopez. I think that message got to him. I have no proof of this, but I just thought it was very interesting that Brook Lopez came out and dropped 33. That's the most points Brook Lopez probably scored in a while, and the way that he did it, he was jumping around like he was 23 years old, dunking the ball from damn near free throw line in a couple of those plays, more than once. I hadn't seen Brook Lopez play like that since he was in New Jersey. So, for him to do it in a game that was so important, and for him to have not looked like this in so long, something must have lit a fire under him. And then I remembered the take this morning. I'm like, he was probably watching TV, eating his cereal, heard that, and said, you know what? Yep, this is the time. And look, a guy like Brook Lopez, he's used to carrying heavy loads offensively. He came from an era where, if you played in the paint, back to the basket, you could, and you had the type of skill set that he had, you could score 30 a night, and he was. Even though he was playing for a bad Nets team, he was a superstar over there, and they were paying him as such. But he never got a chance to really be on any good teams. And throughout his career, he found himself on the Lakers. We sucked during his tenure. And he found himself with the Bucks. They haven't been able to do anything. This is the best chance he's ever had at a championship. And we tend to forget about players like him who have been superstars, who have made gobs of money, who have talent, and who have kind of settled in roles that don't require them to do that kind of stuff. But if you need them to do it for one night, if you need them to do it for maybe 2 nights or a week, they're capable. But they need the right motivation in some cases, and I think Freddie Coleman provided that for Brook Lopez. So, yeah, man, I thought that was important. I think that's one of those situations where, we see a lot of takes from a lot of people. Most of the time, it's the big name guys, but this was something that I thought was so unique that I thought it should be captured in time. You know what I mean? This is something that'll probably be forgotten, but not me. I will remember that take by Freddie Coleman. So that's what I wanted to say. It's pretty much that. Congratulations to the Bucks and Brook Lopez for winning Game 4. Was that 5? Winning Game 5, and we'll see what happens. I have my doubts with all this being said, I have my doubts that Brook Lopez is gonna come back and do this again the next game, especially on the road. But we do understand that, Atlanta had better pay some attention to him from here on out. They had better work him into the equation defensively, because if they don't, he could burn them again, and they don't have too many more times to get burnt, needless to say. So, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. My name is BDF44, and I'm out.